Hey guys, this is a showroom. You can see everything's indoors. We made the move here about 9 years ago and moved into this building. We were on Baldwin Road, for 23 years. Before that, Vern opened the doors on Oakland Avenue. Jake just kind of pan around and give you a look. Again, guys, this isn't professional quality. We're just trying to give you a real look at us and what it is that we do. Again, we own all the cars. Guys, I drive them before I buy them, if that's possible. Again, when you go to the auctions, you don't have that ability to do that. One of the things you're going to notice, and most people aren't going to tell you this, hey, there's a pan underneath every car. Why do we do that? Because, guys, they're going to drip. And that's one thing that you need to be prepared for if you're going to jump into this market. These are all old cars. They're all going to drip something somewhere, somehow, guys. And I know I might have lost you there. But it's the truth, guys. These are old cars, and while most of them are fresh restorations, when you let them sit, they're going to drip something. And again, that's why I'm doing this video. I really want you to understand, because we have a lot of people that are buying cars, I think, for the first time, that are new to the market, that are really excited to jump into this. But I want them to understand really what you're buying. And I'm telling you, nobody else is going to tell you this, guys. This is the truth. I mean, I'm probably going to cost myself sales doing this, but I really want you to understand what you're getting into. And that's why we have a pan underneath every car. Again, are they pouring fluids? No, guys. If we've got a major leak, we're going to fix it, guys. But it is very important that you understand that they all have sold 4,500 of these things. Personally, I have. And they all drip something somewhere, somehow. Everybody, this is Leroy. Leroy's my sales guy. He's been around Southern Motors for a long time. 90% of the time, that's who you're going to get on the phone when you call. And talk about a guy who's just passionate about cars. Leroy's the best. Again, been around a long time. Big Mopar guy, president of Michigan Mopar Muscle. So when you call here, that's the voice behind the phone there with Leroy. Jay's on the camera. You guys have seen him before doing the videos. He's our newest member. We'll spin over here to Ben. Ben does all our light mechanicals. Give him away, Ben. In fact, we just sold this 55 Chevy. It's headed to Denmark. Benny's doing exactly what he normally does. He's checking lights, turn signals, wipers, speedos. Here's the other thing we get a lot of questions on, guys. Do you get warranties? The answer is no. And this is the dirty little secret that nobody wants you to know, guys. And again, I'm putting this out there so that you understand the classic car industry a little better when you're jumping into this. We do everything we can. We drive them before I buy them. When they come in here, either Ben or Jay usually drives them. You'll see that in the video. If we have any problem with any vehicle, we fix it right then and there. You're not going to have a vehicle leave this place that we know with a problem. That being said, there's still 40, 50, 60-year-old cars. It doesn't matter if you spend $20, $30, $40, $50, $100,000, guys. They're still old cars. You're going to find something wrong somewhere, somehow. But we do our best to stop that. Like I said, Benny goes through that. He'll test drive that vehicle before it leaves. If he comes back and has a problem, whatever it is, we fix. But one thing you really have to ask yourself when you're buying one of these cars is, are you prepared to work on these cars? Because inevitably it's going to happen. And I know I probably lost some of you there, make you a little nervous, but I just want you to have a real understanding of what you're doing. This is the greatest hobby I believe in the world. I love it. Hey, last Sunday I was at a classic car show. I leave here and I go spend time at classic car shows. So if you get into it and you get that gasoline in your blood and you get your hands dirty and are willing to jump into it, you're going to love it. And my customers have heard me say that before. Once you have a classic car, you always have to have a classic car. But be prepared. You're going to have to work on the car or have somebody who's willing to work on the car for you. Again, as Jay just kind of moves around, you're going to see, and I apologize, and I know I'm taking a lot of heat right now from our customers as we move over to the other side here. We got a lot of empty holes here and a lot of sold sides. Again, the classic car industry is exploding. The 55 going to Denmark. There's a little 30 street rod that's heading over to Germany. but you're going to see a lot of empty spots, and I apologize. But this is part of what I'm telling you, with the questions I'm trying to answer for you. I'm very picky on my cars. You know, Greg and I, unfortunately Greg's not here today, we work tirelessly. I know we're on the road constantly trying to buy cars, and as Jay just kind of pan through, Jay, you're going to see sold stickers and empty spots. And again, I'm leaving this weekend to go to a car show, and I'll do my darndest to try to fill this place up. But it's tough. It's tough to find the quality that we want for you at the price that we want for you. As we kind of move to the back. Oh, here's another thing, guys. I want to make sure you understand. We don't start anything in our building. One, I want to be able to breathe. I'm a family man. I got a wife and 2 kids that I love dearly. I don't want to keel over early in life because I'm breathing carbon dioxide all day. So we don't start the cars in the building. So if you come here, I apologize. We do not start the cars in the building. We don't have the ventilation system for it, so I apologize. So what we have to do, that's another reason why we're tough on our test drives. We have to jack every car up, push it towards the door for us to get it out. Now, right now, we're not real full, so it's not as hard as it normally is. But this is a car. This is a brand new 66 Impala. We just bought it. And this is the way it come in. So again, guys, we don't restore them. This is the way we buy them. A beautiful car. And we'll hopefully, once the rain stops today, we'll try to get that car advertised. 37 Cabriolet that's going to Chicago here. 69 Camaro, I think, is going to Texas. Benny puts his little prep sticker on it. We know this car is ready to go. Here's a 69 Camaro behind us that's going to Canada. Ed back here. This is Ed. Ed, give him a wave. Ed, this is our detail guy. This is 69 Charger. I actually just bought yesterday. This will give you a great look at, come on back, Jay. This will give you a great look at what we do here. This car I literally just bought yesterday. Ed's going to wipe it down. We'll shoot the pictures of it. And we'll post a video on it, but you can see. We won't do anything to this car other than clean it up. But just a nice car, 69 Charger that we just got in. And kind of walk back around here so you can kind of see a little bit more of the building, and we'll kind of bring you here to the other side. What do we like to buy, guys? And I know because we get some people who sometimes will call and they'll have something that's for sale. I buy what I like. It's a real simple policy that I have. If I like this car, there's a good chance that you might like the car. I know that we sometimes get people who will bring a car in and they get frustrated with me because it's not something that I would be interested in. If I just don't like it, I'm sorry. It's just not something that I will buy. I've got to be comfortable with the car. Again, it goes back to the old adage that I told you. Can I allow this car to sit in my driveway? Is this something I would personally own? If I can answer that yes, then I need that car. Here's a little 37 Ford, and again, back to the policy of warranties. They're all as is, and I'm going to tell you this because I'm going to give you a little story. We drove this car Sunday. I probably put 30 miles on this car Sunday, taking it down to the GM Tech Center for the Bearing Burner show. Great car, guys. I personally love this car. I love everything about this car. Guess what? It acted up on me. We drove the car, we took it down I-75 at 70 miles an hour, we got an M59, drove it at whatever, 65 miles an hour, got within 2 miles of the tech center, so we probably put 15 miles on it, and the rear brakes acted up on me. Again, guys, when I say that, I just want you to understand that they're old cars and they may act up. What happened? It was silly. It's just got, if you come on in, Jake can show you the little brake pedal. What happened? It just stuck down with the master cylinder, and the rear brakes just kind of started getting hot and started to lock up. What I do? I pulled off. My son and Ed and I jumped out of it. We went across the street, had a Coca-Cola, let it cool down. I kicked the pedal a couple times, jumped in it, turned it in, drove it down there, and drove it back. Had no problems with it. Now, I did drive it and I found a couple things. One, the speedo was inaccurate, so we'll fix that. The other thing that I thought is that I think it might need a little bit of a front end alignment, and it's all adjustable in the front. So again, we'll fix that. I promise you, you're not going to have a car leave this building that we know that something's wrong with. Okay? Again, all this video is to clean up any questions that Leroy and I get bombarded with, and it just really put it out there, the truth on these classic cars. If anybody tells you any different, guys, I promise you they're not telling you the truth. These are old cars. You know, we take a lot of pride in what we do, guys. I love this place, and I know that we get a lot of people who come in here every single day that are the same way. But when you buy these cars, you've got to be prepared to work on them. They're classic cars. They're all old cars. But if you're willing to do that, if you're willing to jump in with both feet and really love the cars, I think you're going to have an absolute blast. So thanks, guys. Have a great day. And God bless.